Hello, my name is Kathy Walters, and I'm going to be your instructor for HIT 160 Practice Management. So I just wanted to take a few minutes in this YouTube video to get you acquainted with our course site and Moodle, and then also show you how to navigate and explain a few things, and also just take a peek at the MOS 2.0 software that you'll be using. So this is our Moodle site, and so there'll be a link right here for the YouTube, so that's where you'll start. This first document here is just an overview of the course, and so kind of a repetition of what I have in the syllabus, but a little bit differently because it focuses on some information that you'll need, so particularly relating to MOS. So be sure and read that as you're instructed to on the README first. I do want to go into the course syllabus and cover a few things there. So here is my contact information. I'll have office hours Monday and Wednesday from 1 to 3 p.m. in the afternoon. I'm very good about responding to email, so feel free to email me if you have any questions. The course text is here, and I encourage you to go through the bookstore. The CD does come with the book. The book is a little dated, as a copyright of 2011, so there are some things that you will notice that may look different, particularly if you have Windows 7 or Windows 8. So you just have to kind of overview those and discern the difference. Within the MOS software and the book, there are Let's Try It activities that you'll need to go through. This is basically a week-by-week simulated database that you are adding information into, and your previous week needs to be accurate for subsequent weeks. So you will be reminded repeatedly to restore and back up and restore, so you'll get acquainted with that as you start to go through the book. It's a little bit about academic integrity and the code of conduct. There's some resources available, and then the learning outcomes for the course, and then a little bit about class participation. Online classes are a little different, and my late policy: I do not accept late work, so please be mindful of due dates each week. Most work will be due on Sunday evening. My grading policy with my grading grid, and then a little bit about online attendance, and I just wanted to speak to that for just a minute. It's important that you get online at least every other day. For those of you that have taken online classes, I hope that that's been your practice. For those of you that haven't, it is wise to check in many times during the week. For those of you that may have tried to wait until Sunday evening to participate in an online class, that's not a practice for success. It's not a good practice for several reasons, and the first of which is that you will not have an accurate command of the subject matter. And more importantly, if there's something that comes up that you have a question on, to try to get it addressed on Sunday evening might be a little difficult. And then I have right here, please scroll to the next pages for the sequence of assignments, and here is the entire course laid out in terms of what you'll be doing each week. Week 4, you begin to work in Unit 5, where you'll be submitting screenshots, and that will be explained further as we go through this little orientation. Okay, so we go back to our Moodle page, and this instructor news and announcements forum is simply for me to post things that are important that you should know about. It is a forced subscription. For example, if I finish grading something or I have a comment to add about something that was done. The Course Questions and Student Connection forum is for you. You can post questions there that are content related. If you have something of a personal nature, it probably would be best to email. This is a little document updated with LCC's tutoring services. And then here are some course resources. Getting started with the MOS 2.0 is a PowerPoint that I feel like you should take advantage and go through. It kind of goes through and explains what you're doing once you get your book, and you can load the software onto your computer. So this is a helpful document. The student user guide, again, also is helpful. A little bit of a different layout, but it also goes through things that you should probably review, talking more specifically about screens within the software. So that's available. And then this is a more of a kind of a generic MOS 2.0 website that has information from Cengage that you're able to take a look at. So that's another resource. This is a checklist for your screen prints that you will refer to as a guide for what you're going to be submitting. So that's there for you to refer to. How to do a screenshot, that's a document on going over how to do that. And then if there is a chance that you need to get in touch with Cengage, because there will be issues that you may come upon that deal more with things that I can't help you with, like, for example, your internet service provider, your browser choice, your particular device. So sometimes you may need to utilize tech support, and they're very good. So feel free to take advantage of that. The units each week are set up similarly in Moodle. The one thing I would like to bring your attention to in week 1, the only thing that will be due on Thursday, January 12th, that is the self-introduction form, which is part of Lane Community College's attendance policy that you must do something and submit it by Friday of the first week and have it be something that's graded. Otherwise, you'll be dropped from the course, and this is kind of financial aid related. So let me go into this forum so you can take a look at this. For those of you that may or may not be familiar with forums, this is what it looks like. So hello, and please post to the class. And down below here, you'll click on this Add a New Discussion Topic. And what will come up is a subject box where you'll be typing your name. And then down below, you'll click in this message box and you'll type the information that it's asking up above, and then be sure to scroll down and then post to the forum. And then you'll see your, like here's mine that I did, and then you'll see yours. So that's something that you need to get done by 11:55 p.m. January 12th, which is Thursday. So that's pretty much how that works. All right, and then each week I'll have a note that you should read before you start. There'll be publisher PowerPoint slides that you can look at. And again, you'll be reading the text, so don't feel that the PowerPoint slides are sufficient preparation. You obviously have things that you have to do and activities that you have to participate in. And then the checking your knowledge will be in Moodle for each unit, and those are quizzes that you will complete. So you'll have 2 attempts on those, and you should feel comfortable with the material before you take advantage of doing those. So be sure that you are mindful of what you've read in the chapter before you take advantage of doing the checking your knowledge in Moodle. Okay, I want to also just go into MOS, and this is the opening screen. So all you do is hit cancel there, and if you do that, you're going to end up with not going anywhere. So I particularly did that because what you want to do is you just want to say open on this screen, and then you'll get this particular dialog box, and then you just click OK. So you don't change anything there, and then this is the opening screen. And then obviously when you begin to do your work in Unit 1, you'll be asked to click on various different things. So it's pretty straightforward with regards to how it's set up, and I think you'll find it very easy to use. It is time consuming to go through the chapters because I spent winter break on a few days going through the entire book, and so it does take time, and I want you to be sure that you allocate sufficient time. And ideally, if you are seated, excuse me, if you're seated at a computer and you're working, do it in one sitting if you can. I think it's more helpful, and try to eliminate your interruptions. The last thing that I wanted to cover is just basically looking at the next couple of weeks. So I'm going to just scroll down here and move this over a little bit. So week 2 will be Unit 3, and then week 4, week 3, Unit 4, those 3 weeks are visible currently, and then I will make the rest of the course visible. So I wish you the best of luck this Happy New Year and new quarter, and I think we'll all learn from each other, and I look forward to having you, and I think you'll really appreciate the ins and outs of using practice management software. Thank you.